Here's our new append table, and look at that lightning bolt. If you're doing this stuff and you're creating stuff using a pro license or something, and you're using Dataflows Gen 1, this is now a calculated table. And the reason why, that's why it's got a lightning bolt next to it. And that means it's a premium only or something, like you can only use it in premium. So that means if you're in pro, you get rolled. The reason why is because it's loading these tables and then using those tables to calculate a new table. And I think you can get around this by not loading these tables. It says enable staging. That's a new thing. That used to say enable load. Anyway, let's see what happens if I turn enable staging off for all of these tables. Will it work? Is that how it still works?
Isn't what you were saying before the equivalent of not setting a destination for the source tables?
What I said before is not the equivalent of not setting a destination for the source tables. Yeah, because I'm not using these 5 tables as in output, right? I'm not going to land these 5 tables into silver. I'm going to leave them in bronze. I'm only going to land the appended table in silver, which means that I actually don't need to load these to anything. And if I don't do that, if I'm not doing that at the same time as appending them, like using them in another calculation, then the requirement for the lightning bolt goes away, which is why this lightning bolt's disappeared now, because I've stopped the load on these guys, which is a way you can get around having to do stuff in if you've just got a pro license and you're doing Dataflows. I used to do this kind of stuff all the time to get around not having to do it. So if you find yourself, if you've bought a premium license just to do these, create these output tables, you can often get around it by disabling load on the things that you. Anyway, I hope that makes sense.